Hello, busy mom. Grab your favorite cup of hot coffee or tea. It might be needed today. Have you ever looked around and thought, I should feel happy, but you don't really feel anything? I know you love your family. Of course you do. You're grateful for what you have. You know, you count your blessings all the time. You have a beautiful home. Your kids are good. But inside, it's like darkness. The light has been dimmed. You're not really sad and you don't really feel angry. You're just like numb. There's no feeling. You're not feeling anything. Well, I get that. I truly do. I felt it too many years ago. And this is what we're running on survival mode. And that's what we're doing. And you've been doing it for so long that your body has to protect you the only way it knows how, by tuning down your own emotions, because you can't handle any more emotions. And today we're going to talk about why moms feel numb. They don't feel that feeling. It's what that numbness is. And we want to know what that numbness is really trying to tell you. For a lot of women, burnout doesn't look like crying, falling apart, refusing to get out of bed. It looks like that numbness. You keep going. You check off the boxes. Click, click, click. Yep, did it, did it, did it. You are constantly doing what needs to be done. But you're not really feeling that joy. You don't have those belly laughs. And you stop connecting. Maybe, and that loss of connection, maybe sitting on the couch, with your husband next to you or with your kids next to you, but you're endlessly scrolling. Maybe when your kids start complaining, it's stop arguing. I can't take it. Yeah, I get it. You move through life on autopilot. And people might even tell you, or even say, like out loud, say, you're doing amazing. But inside, something's missing. And that's what emotional shutdown looks like. It's not weakness. It is your nervous system saying, I've had enough. We can't process all of your emotions as well as everybody else's. You've just been holding on to everything for so long. Your body finally said, I can feel all of this and keep functioning. And here's what's really happening inside. When your system faces, ongoing stress, you're juggling work, you're caregiving, maybe you're in that in that generation where you're the sandwich generation. You're taking care of your own children, but you have elderly parents that you're also dealing with. So you're very stuck in this caregiving role. Or maybe it's just that caregiving role of being a mom and you're taking care of your kids. And then there's this grief. Grief does not have to be a funeral type of loss. It can be the loss of yourself. You don't know who you really are anymore. The constant decisions, the constant demands. Mom, where's my, you know, football gear? Mom, where's my, whatever? Is my lunch packed? Mom, don't forget to pick me up today. I have whatever after school. Yeah. Your brain's main job becomes keep her safe. But your body is just going through autopilot. It's just doing everything. And at first, that looks like alertness, overthinking, worrying, being on guard. But when it lasts too long, your body switches strategies. It says, if she keeps feeling everything, it will break her. Let's turn down that volume. Start shutting her down. So your nervous system starts numbing emotion as you're in that survival mode. It's trying to protect you and not punish you. And that's why you can love your kids and still feel detached. And I know you have all those blessings that you feel grateful for, but you're still feeling flat. It's not lack of gratitude. It's your body's way of begging for safety. And as a therapist, I ignored that sign for so many years. It really did not hit me until my husband passed away. I remember when my kids were younger, I'd wake up, you know, maybe get dinner ready in the crock pot, empty the dishwasher, make sure the kids' lunches were packed. I'd go to work. I was in a very high stressful work environment. It was on autopilot. You know, my staff would say, "Oh my gosh, it was such a hard day." And I'd be like, "It wasn't that bad." I'd come home, cook dinner, maybe run kids to sporting events, Girl Scouts, whatever, do the bedtime routine. And then I'd sit down and I realized I never really felt anything that day. I wasn't depressed. I was depleted. I remember like even doing, dishes or cooking dinner, and I would do that heavy sigh. And my husband would be like, "What's wrong?" Nothing's wrong. I was carrying all of it. And when my husband passed away is when I realized that I really, truly had been numb inside. It was that absence of feeling. And I don't regret doing what I did, running, running, running. I mean, I was grateful. I'm glad I got to do what I did, but I do regret not having those emotions connected. And I wish I would have listened sooner to taking breaks and taking care of myself emotionally. Because then my kids wouldn't have just seen me in that survival mode. Because now during our grief journey, we've all been learning how to deal with feelings on a different level. And so if you've been in that space, let's take a deep breath right now. I'm here to tell you you're not failing. You're just tired of feeling everything alone. You don't need to force joy or gratitude. So sitting down and doing gratitude list aren't going to change this. You need to be able to have that connection, and your body needs to know that it's safe to feel again. Because once your body feels safe, then your emotions start to return normally. And I know some people will say, I am safe. No one's hurting me. But that's not the kind of safety we're talking about. We're talking about the safety that comes from getting out of emotional burnout, physical burnout, getting out of that survival mode. So I'd like to share with you the first steps that once I started learning how to connect to my own emotions, I've created my Calm and Focus Breakthrough Kit. And I would like to share that with you. And it is free. The link is down in the descriptions. So go ahead, subscribe to this channel, click that link to grab your free Calm and Focus Breakthrough Kit to get the first steps of getting out of that survival mode and starting to feel and not be numb. And then while you're at it, in the description is another free link. It's a link to my mission emotion call. And during that call, we're going to personalize that breakthrough kit. That breakthrough kit begins to rebuild your safety in your nervous system. And it helps reconnect you to your emotions and your energy again. And during that mission emotion call, we're going to personalize it just for you. And you can grab that link below as well. Because you're not meant to just survive. You are meant to feel alive again.